Hey guys, Mika here, and I got a big ukulele to share with you folks today. This is a custom baritone size Mayamo ukulele, and I gotta say, I'm so blown away by how nice this. I can pretty much call it curly myrtle. Curly myrtle. Look at these stripes in the middle. It's probably the first thing that popped out to you probably when the camera came on. But this is insane myrtle wood. I've actually probably never seen myrtle this crazy before. So striking. Love that streak in the middle. Love how big the curls are. I'm a big fan personally of the bigger curls versus the tighter, more compact curls. Just subjective, my personal opinion, but just beautiful. Again, I love that those stripes here on the sides, just all of different colors, insane. I'll just keep saying curly myrtle here on the sides too. Incredible, and it's matched really nicely and aesthetically with the walnut wood here around the back of the instrument as well as around on the front of the instrument too. And then we have black purfling or a black line purfling around the walnut wood here binding on the sides right here, but then here on the back we have a white purfling strip around the outside of the instrument, and then also on the front of the instrument too we have a nice white purfling with the walnut wood. And then we also can see the walnut wood here around the rosette of the instrument. And then we have a ebony bridge fretboard, and then we have a cool design, pretty typical of Mayamo, very cool headstock design with different types of wood here on the top. And then we have a satin finish neck, mahogany neck on the back. And then another cool thing about this uke too is that we have the walnut binding too on the sides of the fretboard on both sides. Important to note that this is a satin finish. It's not a high gloss finish, so it doesn't have that shininess of that of the gloss finish, but you have that nice satin finish here all around the uke, including on the neck too. Really awesome. So maybe you guys have noticed that Mika, there's more than 4 strings on that ukulele. It's a 6-string baritone. And some insight on 6-string ukuleles. The main purpose for 6-string ukuleles is they're used mostly for strumming. Not so much picking. You can do picking, but it's one of those things like if something is made to specifically do something, you pretty much want to stay in that niche, or you want to kind of do something with that instrument or thing that excels in that specific area. So 6-strings ukuleles excel with strumming. And 6-strings ukulele, basically you have your 4 regular tuned strings, but the most common strings that you will double up will either be the A string, which is what we can find on this instrument, the C string or the 3rd string here, or the G string here. So I'm sorry, I'm talking about it in like a high G sense. This is baritone tuning. It's a baritone ukulele. So typically this is the tune to the bottom 4 strings of a guitar, mute the top 2 strings of a guitar. I think it's D, G, B, E. Yeah, something like that. So D, G, B, E, and that's the tuning of this ukulele. But essentially you're gonna double up the 1st string or the 3rd string or the top string. For this ukulele, you're gonna have the doubled strings on the 3rd and the 1st string. Pretty rare to have a double string on the E string. But what's really cool is when you have a doubled string here on the A string, on the E string. Sorry, I keep mixing it up with standard tuning and baritone tuning. But when you have it on the 1st string, you get a bass note. So you have an octave pairing with the pitches, right? So you have a bass string E, and then you have the high pitch E, which is technically, this is what it would sound like normally on a 4-string ukulele, but now it's doubled up with this bass string. So if you were to do some picking on it, it sounds pretty cool, but again, it's not really made for picking. You could get away with doing it. You get this really cool sound. It's almost like if you guys are familiar with guitar pedals, you activate, this is like your octave pedal, like a Pog, the Nano Pog or the Micro Pog. You have an octave pedal. The only thing is when you're picking or plucking on a doubled string like this or on a 6th string, it is harder to try to make the contact point because it's a tighter tension and you have to you have to press 2 strings down at once, especially when you're trying to hit a tighter string and then the bass string. It's just really hard and it's not as comfortable as just picking an individual string just like that. And then the other string here, we have a double string here on the G string. To think about it in my head, the 3rd string right here. So you have a low G string, and then the whole right here, the high G right here, or the low third string and the high third string. So we have an octave, another octave pairing. Just like that, yeah. And then we have a regular low D string right here. And then a regular DGB string right here. So this is what the ukulele sounds like. Really nice, deep sound. Woo! So much volume. And so much warmth and so much body and depth to it. And one of the biggest advantages of the 6-string ukulele, or like, Mika, why would someone get a 6-string if it's going to be more difficult to pick on it? Well, like I said earlier, the 6-string ukulele is more to be excelled, or excels more with strumming. So pretty much this is made for someone who likes that kind of that really that deeper guitar-like tone, or like that's just that deeper resonance that you get with a guitar, but you have it as like an ukulele size. You still play it as if you're playing an ukulele. But because you have these double strings here on the third and the first string, you're going to get more, it fills out the sound spectrum more. It fills out, you get a more colorful sound if I were to play like this C shape. I think this is a D chord in the baritone tuning. And then A. So you can hear again, you don't have that typical high sound on the first string. You get that kind of that octave sound. So you get a more unique sound by having more of a unique sound with the 6-string. So this ukulele is built more for people towards people who like maybe like to do a lot of strumming, or singer-songwriters who love to sing and accompany themselves with the ukulele or a baritone ukulele. It just fills out the sound spectrum very nice. So yeah, so let's go ahead and check it out. This is what this ukulele sound like with strumming. Here we go. Here we go. It's the moments where I wish I could sing la la la, and that's the most I'm ever gonna do. And then here's what it sounds like with a little bit of picking.